Welcome to go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
All right, you go in, Tony.
Good. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey, Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Tony, 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 Tony.
Tony. You know, Tony.
Tony.
Tony Walker.
Tony Walker. Tony Walker, everybody. Stand up, Tony. Where are you, man? Tony Walker. Thank you so much, man.
But I really like Tony.
Forget about it.
Tony is a wonderful guy. Tony is wonderful. Tony is wonderful. Tony is a wonderful guy.
Tony, pub, 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 pub. Tony, 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 Tony. Pub, 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 pub. Tony, Tony. Tony, 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 Tony. Pub, 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 pub. Tony, 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 Tony. Pub, pub, pub. Tony, 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 pub. Tony, pub. Tony, 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 pub, 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 pub. Tony, Tony.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to you. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Thanks for watching. Please share the link to this show on all your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows at Gov's Comedy Club Podcasts. And we're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club. Rosie's back.
No, you're
Well,
back.
I'm back, yes.
You're
yes. It feels like forever since I've seen you, and I
know.
don't like it.
I don't like it either, but
No.
I got to see you in here at night. Don't tell anybody.
Hey.
Oh. Well, we had other people here. We had a lot of chaperones.
Hey, whatever you're into, baby. What? That was... No, but that was the week prior.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yes, it was because I had Boston Thursday, then I had another show in Patchogue Saturday, so I wasn't here. So yeah, we did this show Friday, and then the very next night we were in here.
Yeah, but then I
Yeah.
didn't see you.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
So-
We're saying the same thing.
Oh, but I'm still saying it's. Oh, I thought you were saying last Saturday is when we saw each other. No, it's still been 2 weeks.
It has been
Yeah,
2 weeks. I
yeah.
missed you.
I miss you too. You've been nice and busy.
I've been busy.
You performed last night.
I did. I had so much fun last night.
Really?
What a great place.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What was it?
Brasserie.
Brasserie.
Brasserie by
In-
Chef
Yeah.
Alice.
Not far from your place.
No, and it's literally right down the block from where we're leasing for a year temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
It's right on Merrick Road. It's a French place. She had a place in the city. She's like a very respected female chef, not a cook, a chef, and she's like dynamic, and she's got a great staff, and her husband was there, and he was really involved and working hard.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
It was a great. It was a
Oh, it's
great
on Merrick
crowd. We had
Road.
almost 80 people in the crowd, and they could have even sold more. It was sold out in
Really?
2 weeks.
Wow.
And we had to do nothing. The venue sold everything on their own.
And did she feed you?
She fed us.
Nice.
Oh, she fed
This
us
is a
this
good night.
delicious
Yeah.
steak and these potato au gratin. It would have been right up your alley. It was
Really?
really good.
Well, what is that? I don't even know what that is. What is au gratin?
It's like these sliced, really soft potatoes and like this cream sauce. And
Oh, no, don't ruin it, the
No,
cream
but you could
sauce.
have had it plain.
Yeah.
But then they had the steak, and it was just charred perfectly on top. And, you know, only one, I won't name the comic, but only one comic ruined it by making it too well done. But everybody had it the way the chef wanted it. And the wine was flowing, and they wouldn't even charge us, for the comics, for drinks. And it was just such a nice, it was upscale, and the atmosphere was great, and the crowd was great, and the audience was just so into it. And what was so funny was because Alice, the chef, she had never seen a live comedy show in her whole life.
Ever?
No, I didn't ask her age, but I feel like she's my age.
Okay.
She sat down she took off her scrubs, you know, like the chef, and she put on a cute little trendy outfit and her big chunky glasses, and she sat in the audience with her husband and a couple of the staff at the end, and she watched the whole show, and you could hear her laugh.
Oh,
She had kind of like a laugh like me, where it's like a above every, and you could hear her, and it made it so much more fun that she was enjoying it so much in her own space. She wants to do one every month.
Sweet.
So it was great.
That's nice when the person that's working so hard can finish, sit back, and now
And
enjoy
her
it.
dishwasher called in. So she was in there washing dishes and doing everything, which I'd love to see a business owner get their hands dirty and not be afraid to, do everything themselves. And she put the dishes down, sat down, enjoyed the show, and then she was drinking with us at the end. She's just lovely, and she has a great business with great food. And
Is this over by the high school?
it's past the high school a little bit if you're going east on Merrick Road.
So by the Nautilus Diner?
It's right past the Nautilus Diner,
It's
right near
past the Nautilus
Salumi.
Diner.
It's huge. It's been there since 2023. She left the city during COVID and was like, I've had enough. She had a restaurant there.
Yeah.
They moved out to the island, and I was really impressed. I drive by it all the time. I'm like, I want to go there, and then I forget about it.
Yeah.
It was great. Peter Bales hosted.
Peter Bales is a super duper host.
He is. He
really
covered
is
for
great.
Danny Calabrese.
Oh,
He
what happened to him?
He hasn't been feeling well lately at all.
Oh, sorry to hear.
He's, had a run of kind of some bad luck, but he's kind of on the up and up, hopefully.
Okay,
but
good.
He was hoping to make it, but Peter was clutch, and he stepped in, and he hosted, and
Nice.
I went first, and then Rich Walker, and then
The fake
of course,
Walker.
fake Walker, Walkenstein, and then Eric Half closed out the night. And
Nice.
of course, he killed.
Yep. Who was it? Was it that show or a different show where somebody posted a great picture of him in the middle of his act? I think he was doing the his teenage daughter bit. And I don't do it well.
Probably,
but there's this great
John
picture.
Glenn. But I
yeah.
posted a picture of him that was kind of funny. I try to take a lot of pictures of everybody.
Yeah.
Because you know what it's like when you take pictures of people doing comedy. It's every picture's like
Right.
the pictures of me are just like I'm cross-eyed. I'm like.
See, but I love pictures like that. Those are real.
They are real, but they're awful.
But they're great. They're
They
funny,
are.
and you're doing comedy, so it works.
It is. I got a picture of Rich Walker last night, and you could tell what he's saying in the. If you know his act, you know what he's saying, and he's saying, "Get your beef and broccoli in." And I was like, "Oh my god, I love this picture. It's so good." But we all had a great time, and it was by Stout Observations, which is Danny and his friend Tim's production company.
Oh.
And they've been doing restaurant shows, and their concept is to do upscale shows with a little bit of an older crowd where it's like the food and the comedy
Okay.
are there. Not
Right.
just like, crappy food and good comedy or comedy. And
Right.
they want so if your friends aren't necessarily into comedy but really are at foodies, you can all go and
Right.
everybody's happy. And at
Yep.
the end, they like the comedy and the food. That's the concept, and it works.
Which I like this because, especially the location, because I hate. There's an Italian restaurant. If you come back west a little bit on the other side of the road, kind of across from the corner galley, a little Italian restaurant, which is disgusting. The owner is a scumbag, and he does entertainment regularly. So
you love it there.
Oh yeah.
Big fan.
Yep. Absolutely.
He will remain nameless.
Yeah, I think I've said the name a few times on this show. But John Rusciello says, good morning, Buckwheat and Rosie. Good morning, John. Good morning, Ann. Good morning, Nilda.
Nilda.
Love you, Rosita. she
Oh,
says.
that's my aunt, and
Yes.
she's finally going to come see me.
About time.
It's almost a year, and
Wow.
my mom's and her sis. My mom's.
My mom's.
I only got one.
I thought you were joking. Like, my mom's.
My mom and her two sisters and my cousin. They're coming to see me
Tonight?
No, on the 29th. We're doing another one for Stout Observations at Zuzu in Farmingdale.
Zuzu and her pedals.
Same lineup.
Oh. That's a good show, man.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
But tonight, you will be on the stage here.
Yes.
Right here in the Giggle Room. And I have to be honest, I don't know who half these people are. Cisco Hernandez. Never heard of him.
I don't know
and my
Cisco.
apologies to
I've
to
heard
all
of
you.
him. I've heard he's funny.
Oh, yeah?
He's obviously headlining, so he's got material. We'll find out.
John Antitomato, is that what
John Antitomaso.
Antitomaso.
He is also an alumni of Stand Up University.
Oh, okay.
He's very handsome.
Oh.
He is very funny.
Okay.
And he's just a really nice guy. And he is Peter Anthony's nephew.
Oh, well, all right, that's why
And the
he's...
two of them just go back and forth. And Peter Anthony's featured. I think you know him. You love
Yeah,
him. He's
I
so
do.
he's so funny.
He's great.
He's to me like wildly funny. I love him.
Greg Cassiano.
I don't know him.
Don't know him. Chris Randell.
He was in. I met him at Stand Up U. I went to one of their. I always try to go since I graduated to their the graduation ceremony. I call it the recital, and I met him there. There were two Chris's. There was him, and then there was a Chris Ruth, which reminds me of the steakhouse.
Yes.
So it's odd because there's the Chris Ruth, and then there's this Chris, and he's a chef.
Oh.
But I found out later from other chefs, he's a very respected chef.
Ooh.
Yes. So he can cook and he's funny.
Aha.
But I get them confused because one has a steakhouse name and it's not
Right.
the chef with the steakhouse name. So it's a little bit.
I'm already confused.
I'm confused too.
Rachel Dukas. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
I've seen her. She's funny.
Yeah, she's good.
Mhm.
Isaac Wade.
Seen him. Also funny. And we love Lou Pratt's.
Well, yeah, Lou Pratt's is on the bill. He is awesome. Oh.
And we know his son will be there cheering him on.
Which is awesome, too.
Mhm.
You know what, Lou, if you happen to be watching Lou emailed me the other day, and I forgot to respond. Shit. Smyrnova.
That's all right.
She looks, what? You don't know her?
I do. I've met her.
Oh.
I met her at the brokerage one night.
I want to get a better
She
view of that.
is a very tall, attractive. I want to say
Yeah, she looks.
I want to say she's Russian or Yugoslavian. She's got a very sexy accent.
Yes, I've seen her around here. I've never seen her act, but I've seen her around here. Yeah, she's a pretty woman.
Yeah, I saw her perform at one of Sean Brown's open mic nights.
Which he has going on tonight at the brokerage, I believe. Is that tonight?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes, the late show.
I wasn't supposed to host, but they switched it around. So.
Oh, well, all right. I wanted to ask you about that. What's is this your new thing, like this little cartoon?
It's me. If I was a cartoon.
Right. Okay. That's not what I asked.
You know.
This is like? Did you make this or did?
No, a friend of mine made it.
But it's yours, is what I'm saying. Like,
yes.
It's a Butera show. He didn't do it.
No.
So this is like your trademark now. Like this.
I guess one of them.
Oh,
sure.
Okay. All right. I'm not knocking
I think
it.
she kind of looks like me.
Oh, absolutely.
She doesn't have any wrinkles though. It's fabulous.
Neither do you. I like it. That's why I was asking what that's all about. I think that's kind of cool. Everybody has their.
So it'll be fun. It's going to be a fun night.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring my little timer because there's a lot of comics. We got to keep that shit moving.
Well, I'm curious. So what does Butera tell you as far as hosting? Like, how much time do you get?
I don't know. He's calling in today, so I'll find
you'll
out. He
have to
tried
ask
to
him?
call me last night a few times during the show, which I didn't realize. So I'll probably get some shit about that when he calls.
Shit about not taking the call, or shit about
didn't take the call.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if shit about doing a show for somebody else.
No, he's cool with that.
Oh, he's totally territorial. It's like Compton.
He's wonderful to me. He's good. He shares nice.
Freaking better be. Let's see, everybody's John and Ann are saying hi to each other. Oh, wow, it's in the mid-90s out by Ann. Very nice. James Grimm is watching. Is it still morning? Good morning, hey all. Yeah, it's still morning. You still have 45 minutes till the afternoon. What? John, John is all excited because Diane, our Tuesday co-host, is going to see him apparently this weekend. So he's all excited.
Person?
Yeah, they've done it before. Coincidentally, Diane's sister lives very close to John. So she went down there to visit her sister.
Are these like all mitzvahs that happened because of you and your show, or they all knew each other?
No, this is all due to me.
Look at you making connections.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
We just had our first Bridal Reflections baby.
What do you mean?
So we have this beautiful girl named Gia.
Okay.
Who works for us.
Yeah.
And she just had a beautiful baby girl.
Oh, congratulations to her.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Gia.
Very nice.
And the baby's father is a brother of my other employee, Joe. So she met Joe, and they became really good friends. And Joe said, "You got to meet my brother Nick. He's going to love you." And he sure did.
Wow.
And they've been together for years, and they're engaged, and they had a beautiful baby, and they're going to get married next year.
That's cool.
So it's our Bridal Reflections baby. So
yeah, I mean, I
love making these connections and making people, come together.
I mean, you
and
have
be a part of
brides
it.
all the time. That's why I was confused. I'm thinking there must be plenty.
Oh,
of
no,
babies
there's
made.
plenty of babies that came out
Yeah.
and divorces, but lots of
Well,
other
yeah.
things too. But this was our very own,
That's cool.
little family baby. So we're excited.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the cool things about being in here is, making great friends and getting to know a lot of great people. There's been a few hiccups around here, but for the most part, there's a lot of great people here.
Yeah.
And I actually, well, not that it's really here, but comedy and acting, that's actually how I met my wife. We actually met each other. We were both cast in a show. She looks like she's going to fall asleep.
Me?
Yeah.
I drank a lot of wine last night. And then I almost didn't make it home. I wasn't.
What?
I wasn't. Not that. I mean, I was fine. I stayed long enough and ate and did. And, I drank on the front end because I went up first. So I was able to have a couple drinks and then watch everybody set.
Nice.
But then I realized on the way home, I was driving home on fumes because E is enough in my mind. It's not empty. And then I was like, shit, I got to get to Walker in the morning. I'm getting gas tonight.
Wow.
So then there I was, like pumping gas, super late.
Sorry. You didn't have to do that. Just...
No, E is not enough. So I was pumping gas so that I could get here nice and early to you. But I don't know what my point was, but that was my point.
It worked.
I have a full tank now.
James Grimm, Greg Cassiano is new and he's funny.
All right, good to know. Maybe they've worked together.
Oh, okay. Sorry, did I even mention him? Did I?
You did.
I did say him? Okay. I thought I may have skipped him. Okay. All right, so he gets 2 thumbs up from James Grimm. All right, cool. Good to know. I hope he lives up to that hype. And speaking of great friends that we've gotten to know, Rob Bartlett, who was with us 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
He's got that thing on the 22nd.
Got that thing on the 22nd. And again, tying in with what we talk about, he has asked me to say a few words at this thing. Oh. I mean, I thought it was cool when they did it with Richie Byrne, and Richie asked me to get up and say a few words. But Rob Bartlett, he's just, he's one of the guys he's like one of the architects that made this life happen for all of us. So,
and that's at the Huntington Arts Center this Thursday.
That's correct.
May 22nd.
Right. I think 7 or 8. I don't know. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Rosie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Listen to you, old chipper, because Diane is coming to see you.
That's exactly why I'm calling. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to not see the rest of the show because I have to do some shopping. All right.
All right. Now wait a minute. I got issues now. I have issues now.
Yes. I have issues.
You're cock blocking me from Diane, and now you're not even going to watch the show. Because she's coming over and you two are going to kiss each other's asses.
I have one thing to say.
Yeah?
You're good, brother. You're very good. But as long as I'm around, you're second best.
Wow.
He was rehearsing that.
Oh, he couldn't wait to say that. He's all proud of himself. Did you hear him laughing?
There was no stammer. It was just smooth. Yep. That was rehearsed.
Oh, definitely rehearsed.
Rosie, I'm suave, baby. I'm suave.
I could say, not just suave. It's suave.
You don't know me. I'm suave.
We could have used you at the French restaurant last night.
Oh, I heard all about your French restaurant.
It was
I'm
so
very
good.
impressed.
Oh, so good.
Listen, as long as they keep giving me my shots, I'm in good shape. If I don't have my shots, I get a little down. But I'm in great shape. I'm all safe with Diane and Anthony. All right, we're going to smoke a cigar in your honor, Mr. Walker. All right, because I know how much you love men that smoke cigars.
Yeah, I love seeing the men with those big giant things in their faces.
That's right, brother. I tell
so
you,
does
it's
Keegan.
all great.
Oh, well, Keegan. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so what? You're seeing her tonight?
No, it's probably going to be tomorrow night. All right, she's flying down today. I think they might be flying down after work. I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
But but we'll text, and they'll come over. They'll have a glass of wine and one of my famous steaks. And while I'm grilling the steaks, I'll be thinking of you.
No, you won't.
Oh, I will. I honest to God, I will.
Well, keep your hands to yourself and try not to stare too much at certain part of Diane like that hypnotist did.
Oh, that he was just a total piece of shit. No, listen, I'm very respectful. Well, especially when they have boyfriends or partners.
Yes.
But if you're single, well, that's a different story.
All bets are off then, huh?
He's a suave pervert.
That's when the suave comes out.
That's right.
Second to none.
Excuse me, what'd you say, Rose?
Second to none.
Second to none is, well, see, Rosie knows me.
Yep, she's figuring it out.
I'm learning.
Listen, I'm an old has-been, over 70. What the hell's the difference? I can say what I say. Listen, one good thing about being a senior citizen and over 70, I can say what I want and do what I want, and nobody's going to give a shit.
Well, yeah, that's the truth right there. We just don't give a shit what you have to say.
Exactly right. All right. And listen, I'm happy. I'm happy about that. I really am.
Yeah.
I really am. Unfortunately, I have to bid you a fond adieu.
All right.
So, but I will watch you this weekend. I understand you're having a show Saturday and Sunday. Am I correct?
No, you're not correct. It looks like we're doing 2 on Sunday. I'll be in here Sunday at 11, and then it looks like I'll be back that night when shows are happening here in the club.
Oh, okay. So I'll be one of your loyal watchers.
Oh, you sure you don't have any shopping to do that day, or nobody's ass to kiss? You'll be all right.
At the moment. Not at the moment. You never know what comes up.
That's right. You never know. Yeah, Diane might be on her way out to come back home. Maybe she's going to stop by. Oh, I can't watch Walker now.
But it's not only Diane. I'm a very popular guy.
Yeah.
Listen, what can I tell you?
Might be a squirrel in the backyard. Oh, I got to go watch the squirrel. I'll see you later.
There's no squirrels in Florida, you dumbass.
Oh yeah, there's reptiles, you freak.
That's right. There's iguanas.
Yeah, iguanas, exactly. And then alligators chewing your legs off.
I wouldn't talk about that. That's not nice.
Oh.
I have a very dear friend of mine that has one leg that has a Met logo on it.
Which, by the way, the Mets will be kicking some Yankee butt this weekend.
Subway.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Hey, did you see that catch? I don't know what team he was on. I think he was on the Phillies, where the center fielder fell. All right, and caught the fly ball, backhand on his glove. Did you see that catch? It was on the news the other day.
Yeah, more like maybe like a week or so ago.
Oh man, I don't know. I just saw it on the news.
So all right, so let me make sure I got this right. So they were playing a baseball game. The guy hit the ball, and the outfielder caught it. Isn't that every game?
No, but he fell. He tripped over himself.
No, that was that was in Toronto. That was probably about 2 weeks ago. That was the Toronto center fielder whose name escapes me right now. But yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah, he fell, and then he just put his arm behind his back, and he just happened to catch that son of a bitch.
Right. Yeah, I just saw it, and I was very impressed with that.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something that the Mets have to learn. Goodbye.
We'll see. We'll see before you flat leave me for Diane. We'll see. The Mets are taking at least 2 out of 3. I'm telling you right now, the Mets will win that series. Yeah. So you mentioned it while we were talking about a flat lever. Yeah, Keegan. He enjoys men. Yeah. So I was telling the story. Was it on this show or was it their show?
No, when I was on their show last week.
That's when we told that story.
Had fun.
Oh, that was fun.
They're fun together.
Oh yeah, they're a great they're a nice couple. But yeah, Keegan and Boshi making out in the giggle room.
I need to see Jeff. I'm hoping he's here this evening so we can have a little conversation.
Do you really need to see Jeff? Does anybody need to see Jeff?
I like Jeff. I enjoy him.
Oh, all right, you're the one. I like those glasses.
Thank you.
That's cool.
They're severe.
They're severe.
Uh-huh.
Did you see that?
I did.
A little bubble just flew out of my mouth.
I thought it was a feather. I was like, is he a chicken? What's that?
What does that mean? It's severe.
They're like.
That cleared it up. What?
Remember, I love that word. Remember we were saying that about James Grimm?
Oh, yes. Now, as soon as you said that, now it all came back to me.
Severe.
Yes. Okay.
Like you're like, how's everybody doing? Everyone's like, I'm fine, I'm good. And he's like, I'm good. I'm like, okay.
But how do those? I'm not getting a severe vibe out of those glasses.
No, what vibe are you
just
getting?
like stylish and cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's you. You're stylish and cool.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Will the Giga Room be on YouTube tonight? Asks Nilda.
No.
No. What's on YouTube is only the silliness that goes on in the studio. The actual shows in the club. Sometimes they'll post, clips later on.
Yeah, Diti, we don't want to spoil it. You're going to come see me on the 29th.
And I think oh, that's right. That's in Farmingdale.
Yes.
That show. Okay.
That's another great restaurant.
Yes.
You don't like pizza though because you don't eat cheese.
Correct. I am a weirdo.
Then you can't come.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Okay. Am I in trouble?
We're going to plan a little field trip.
Who, me and you?
Yes.
Nice.
We want you to come with us. We're going to put a little group together.
Who's we?
I'm not at liberty to say at the moment.
Ooh.
I don't know because I don't know who's coming yet. Really, it's not a secret.
Oh.
Teddy Smith is in a movie.
Okay. Yeah, he's been in a few.
Yes, but he
Yeah.
has a new movie.
Oh, a new movie coming out.
It's coming out, and it's going to go nationwide, hopefully. But right now, it's going to be, they're doing a premiere in the Village.
Okay.
And it's June 6th.
Oh, I can't.
You're away?
I have a show that night. I'm doing a murder mystery right in my hometown of Hicksville at the Knights of Columbus. So, yeah, no good. Sorry, I would love to go. Actually, I would have
That's the
suggested.
actual premiere in the city, and we're trying to get like a group to support him,
Right.
And then maybe like go and get a bite to eat or something.
I love
after.
Teddy.
I'm
Such
hoping
a
they're going to do
cool
like a
dude.
red carpet for him because
Oh.
it's like the big deal, and he's one of the stars.
Okay.
So I had reached out and said, "How can we see the movie?" And he was like, "Well, this is the premiere. You get the tickets on Fandango." Fandango. So we're going to try to get a group together, and I thought of you. You know, there he is.
All right. Why does everybody call my cell phone? Hello, honey.
Hello, gorgeous.
What'd you call me?
Gorgeous.
Oh, gorgeous.
See, I thought I was special when you call me and say hello, gorgeous. Now I know you say it to everybody.
Yep.
I say it to pretty ladies and men who have more wood in their pants than I do.
Well, but yeah, in that case, you're just talking about my leg. John Butera's on the line. How are you, pal?
How are you, good sir?
Settle a bet for us.
Okay.
Rosie last night cheated on you by doing stand-up for another producer. And I'm saying that you're very territorial, like Compton.
So, no. Whoever selected, she did not cheat on me as the winner.
Well, yeah, that would be her. She said no. John is totally fine with it. I was disagreeing. I think she's in trouble. I still think she's in trouble. I don't believe you.
Oh, she's in trouble, but it has nothing to do with that.
I mean, speaking of legs coming off, I mean, look what he did to Dylan. They have little turf wars, and now the guy has no legs.
Oh.
No, so
crazy talk.
I appreciate that a lot of comedians are very loyal. And I would consider that Rosie is very loyal. We do a lot of shows together. But I would never, ever, in any way, shape, or form, stop a comedian from getting stage time. Now, I do tell comedians that work for me and across the board that you've been on my shows, you know what to expect. You know that you're going to get paid when you bring people. You know that, if you're a host or a feature, a headliner, you're going to get paid. And and that I put forward when I do my shows. You can't always expect to have the same experience when you work with other people.
Oh,
you're a dick.
Now, all right. Now, having said all that, if I come in here next Friday to do my show and Rosie's not here, I'm just going to know why.
Well, I'm not getting my radio show by next week. You have to wait a couple of weeks.
Nice. All right. So tonight's the big show. Rosie and I we were just showing the flyer, and we were going through the names here. And and my apologies to you and these guys. I don't know half of these people, so but you're very good at finding new talent and getting great comedians. The comedians I do know, like your host and Peter Anthony and Lou Pratz, and it's going to be just that alone makes it a great show.
Yes, so we do have a lot of changes in the lineup, which I guess does happen when, listen, I understand comedians, this is a hobby for most of them. For me, it's my livelihood, it's my business.
Right.
But, sometimes other things come into play, some things change in their schedule. Maybe they can't make it or whatever, that's fine. But our headliner is actually changing for tonight.
Who is it going to be?
So it was supposed to be Cisco Hernandez, which is a great comedian producer from Pennsylvania. He is out in the Phoenixville area. He runs a club out in Pennsylvania, and he was supposed to be here today, doing the Giggle Room for me today, and McGuire's tomorrow night for me as well. So I am on the hunt for a new headline. I believe I know who it's going to be, but we will see as time comes through.
And where are you tonight?
I have 2 shows tonight. I will also be, of course, in the Giggle Room, and I'm doing a fundraiser for the Lynbrook Republican Club with Mike Keegan, myself, and we have a special guest who's going to be joining us. Richie Minervini is going to be with us.
No kidding. Wow.
Yes.
That is comedy royalty right there.
Yes, he is. He is amazing. He basically surprised the crap out of me by showing up at one of my other venues on Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, I'm here for a week or so, and I'm going to be with you at every one of your shows. I'm like, well, that's fantastic.
How did you like land that? Like, how does he even know you? He's levels high, so high above you. How does he know you?
You're on a tear today.
I always pick on John.
Thank you for those encouraging words. And you're not wrong. Richie's obviously, the creme de la creme. He's on a level with, Joey Cola and not many more.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is great. And funny story, I cruise a lot. Everybody knows that knows me. I cruise a lot. And I went on a princess cruise, and he was the comedian on the cruise. And of course, wow. I knew who he was. And we spent like the whole cruise together. It was awesome. And got to know each other very well. So yeah, it was. I spent more time with Richie than I did with my own family. It was fine.
Which I'm sure made them happy. So that works out for everybody.
Of course, it was exactly. But yeah, no, Richie's great, and he has a show this weekend coming up that I'm going to be at as well. But yeah.
Wow. That's fantastic. Yeah. All right, I'll be serious for once.
Well, let's see who's free tonight. Let's start figuring this out.
Oh,
is Monty free?
Well, I'm not going to go over this over the radio, huh?
Come on, let's go through the Rolodex.
All right, so he's not going to tell us if we guess right.
Let's guess. I know Eric has a show. He's out.
Eric Haft, yeah.
Let's see who else might have a show.
Well, he mentioned
tonight.
Keegan is with him.
Keegan
in
is
the
with him
Republican
tonight.
Club.
We have to figure this out.
I have 2 guesses. I'm thinking either Roach or Tony Landolfi.
You're just naming friends of mine that are comedians. This is not.
Pretty much.
Going into this.
You're pretty much right about that. Rosie's thinking.
Okay.
While she's thinking, I will.
Coming out?
What's that? Steam? No, not yet.
What's his name? The squeaky.
Oh, his name, that guy.
That guy.
No, the squeaky funny one.
The squeaky funny one.
He's super funny and squeaky. You should have a Netflix special by now.
When you say squeaky,
Ziegler.
Ziegler. John Ziegler.
He's funny as hell.
Why would you call him squeaky?
He's got a little bit of squeaky voice. He's super funny.
Oh, see, I was thinking squeaky clean.
No, he's not squeaky clean.
You're actually saying his actual voice.
And he does bridal jokes. I
Yes,
mean,
he
what's
does.
better than a man that does bridal jokes for me? Let's get the hell out of it. I want that joke.
He's not saying. Oh, maybe that's it then. 'Cause he's not saying anything.
I'm just trying to think of coy ways to say funny things. Like it's not going to be anyone that's named after food.
So no cola.
That's not even spelled properly.
I know, but it sounds
Unless
right.
it's
I thought he's going
Inca-Cola.
to do the giggle room with us. That would be amazing. Imagine.
Yeah, that would
Like
be
jumps on
something.
after 27 comics. Hey guys, like what?
Joey has surprised me a few times by stopping by and doing my show.
Nice.
I'm not saying that that's not possible or that he's not even booked. I'm sure he is.
Teddy.
Who?
You racist prick, Teddy Smith.
Oh, Teddy. I didn't hear what you said. I heard, "Hey." I'm like, no, the Fonz isn't coming. I don't know. No, actually, in all honesty, I don't use Teddy Smith enough, and I do need to reach out to him more.
He's so
Teddy's
funny.
a hilarious comedian.
Yes, he is. All right. Well, yeah. So again, in all seriousness, I will say that getting somebody like Minervini is fantastic, and it's well deserved. And a guy like Minervini will do your shows because you are a good dude to work for, and you put on quality stuff.
That. Yes, thank you. I truly appreciate that. I just like to help comedians out, and it is fun when in the reverse that happens, when comedians who are well ahead of me, reach down and pluck me out and help me whenever they can. So I'd like to think I carry good karma, so we'll see what happens with that.
So, and I'm guessing Minervini's in town because the Rob Bartlett stand-up sit-down event is Thursday at the Huntington Cinema Arts Center. Are you going?
I will not be because next Thursday I will be headlining a little place called Mohegan Sun.
Very nice. Oh, isn't Ivory there this weekend?
Ivory is there this weekend. He has his fest up there. It's called The Last Comic Standing. I will leave it at that. It is like many other comedy contests.
Yes.
It is what it is.
So it has nothing to do with you then?
No.
All right, so let's go back. Let's talk about other things. So you're headlining Mohegan Sun. That is very cool. And
yeah, so I guess I'll explain this for everybody. What happened was there was a producer. His name is Jeff Wade, great guy, who produced shows on the fourth Thursday of every month at Comics Roadhouse up in Mohegan Sun. It's a great venue. It's a beautiful stage.
Yeah.
And he retired from producing last year. And I was lucky enough to be asked to take over the reins of producing the show the fourth Thursday of every month up there at Mohegan Sun.
Nice.
And the last 3 years he produced, I would say that of the 12 shows he produced, I headlined 10 of them every year.
Oh, wow.
And it was a great camaraderie we had. I got to know the staff and everything up there, and it is a very fun venue to perform at. And they asked me to take over the reins. So now, so far, starting this year, I've been producing the show on the fourth Thursday of every month, and it's great. But I do like to have others come up and headline for me up in Connecticut, trying to bring some Long Island comics out to other stages. And I realized, as I just said, that I was headlining. I'm not. I just realized I'm not headlining. I do hire other comedians. I know, I'm a jackass, whatever. There is a gentleman that is headlining for me. I have Billy Geyer, who's actually going to be hosting.
Oh, Billy's great.
Up there. And I'm actually bringing Fat Jay up there to headline for me this week.
You just read my mind.
Very
Fat Jay's busy this weekend. I just looked on his Instagram
okay.
to see if he was available for me.
Oh,
I'm just trying to, be a secretary.
That's very nice of you.
Fat Jay will be headlining the Giggle Room for me July 18th. So I know that he's already doing that day for me. He's headlining the Giggle Room for me July 18th because I have a show elsewhere that night. So he'll actually be headlining and also running that show for me.
Nice.
On July 8th.
Look at you all busy.
He's going to be
I try. I do.
Little putanas.
I do have my schedule. My schedule is pretty much set through December.
Wow, look at you. Wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah, all of my weekends are set through December.
Wow, I only have shows with Butera through June 12th.
Oh, boy.
So weird.
Well, I didn't say I booked all the comedians where I said the shows are set one day. Keep barking. You're only going to be on June 12th.
That's
just
great.
kidding.
I love you, Johnny.
All right, so we have a surprise headliner tonight. Any other changes on that show tonight?
Well, Rosie is going to be hosting.
Yes.
And John Antetomaso, who was supposed to be hosting, asked to do just a regular set because he does have some family and friends that are coming in. And instead of hosting, he asked if he could do just a regular set. So that's basically the only change. And I did have one comedian on the show back out. So, well, actually, I'm sorry, the headliner and then one other comedian back out. So
Who's backed out? I got to change this poster again.
Yep.
Who is this?
Well, I already have the lineup. I'm gonna send to you in a couple minutes.
Please,
anyway.
because I gotta start. Well, let's see who I'm gonna. Auntie Tommaso, Nadia Smirnova, Lou Pratz, Isaac Wade, Rachel Dukas.
You have to say Nadia in with a little oomph.
Nadia Smirnova.
There you go.
Lou Pratz and Isaac Wade.
I'm going to make this so simple for you. You really can't mess up any of the words besides
Rachel
Tommaso.
Duke. Oh, I know him, though. He's Auntie Tommaso. I love that guy.
I know.
And Greg Cassiano and Chris
Yeah.
Randell. Is it Randall or Randell?
Randell, but you know what's funny? You could ask them all this at the show.
Doors open at like
the Giggle Room at the beloved and famed Governor's Comedy Club, right where you guys are.
Right down the hall.
the doors open at like 2 p.m. and the show starts at 8. Why do I need to be there so early? It's like ridiculous. And if the doors open so early, can't they get somebody to clean the bathroom? I mean, the doors are open.
Well, the room is clean.
All right, I'm going to tell you a little reason. The reason why they do doors open at 6, show at 8. It's called making money. When people are there 2 hours early, guess what they're going to do?
Order
They don't wanna
mozzarella
talk to
sticks?
The people they're with for 2 hours, so they eat and they drink.
Yeah,
and guess
no, I
what? They
know.
drink more. And then they order more. If you're there for 4 hours, you might eat twice. Well, I know I do. But,
and the food is great here.
You know, the only reservation I have about hosting is that I really have to be sober the whole time and like keep track of time and
Says who?
names.
Well, yes, that you have to, but you don't have to be sober.
I got to sit in that corner by the big bathroom and keep track of time
You
and
have to
names.
light
I have to go.
people.
I
Yep.
can't wear high heels because I got to go up and down and up and down and up and down. No, we don't need Rosie falling.
Oh, up and down, up and down, up and down.
The 3 stairs.
Oh, I had other things going on.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I lost my concentration for a second.
How much time do you want on the front end, Butera?
That's a loaded question.
Wow, we're talking about after the show already. Wow.
Generally, the host on my shows for the Giggle Room will do like 8 minutes up front.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
And then you save a little oomph for the middle.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about that before you called. We didn't know what the Butera requirements were for the host.
I've never hosted.
It does change per show,
Okay.
per atmosphere. You know, I do a lot of different types of venues when I produce, so it could be like a fire department or a restaurant. And for each of those shows, I'm the one that usually hosts, so I just usually go with the flow. I feel how the room is, and then I try to bring up the comedians as fast as possible, especially on shows like that. So this way, you know, the acts that are getting paid to perform and to make the crowd laugh get their time.
Yeah, no, I'm not looking to do like a set in between. Forget it. We'll be here. You'll see Carol Burnett with her mop on the stage. We do that.
So the one nice thing, and people always make jokes, and I'm going to be, you know, sincere and honest for a second. People always make jokes that they always see my full. I'm like, wow, how long is the show? 3 hours? My shows never longer than 2 hours. Each comic gets 7 to 8 minutes. The feature gets like 12 to 15. The headliner gets like 20 to 25. And the shows are done in an hour and 45 minutes. And that's big for me because I don't like when shows run on forever and ever and ever. And people always have the misconception because there's 11 comics, but if the middle 8 comics do 7 minutes each, that's 56 minutes. And if they do 45 to 50 minutes around it, that's your hour and 40 minutes. It's timed out. You know, I've been producing enough shows to know how things work and don't work. And when I do shows there at McGuire's as well, especially McGuire's on a Saturday because the shows start at 9:30 when the privately produced shows at McGuire start at 9:30. So tomorrow we'll start at 9:30. We'll be done before 11:30. Absolutely.
And inevitably, like you said, somebody can't make it.
Right.
Who has the flu?
Right.
Whose kid can't get that? So like you're already down one.
And I will tell you this, there are some people out there in the comedy world who don't like me, and that's fine. One thing that I do that some comedians don't like, and that's fine as well, is it's the way I run my shows, is I don't give guest spots. And there's a reason for it. I may ask a comedian, hey, do you want to do a guest spot? That's different. But if people ask me for guest spots, I generally, 99% of the time, will say no. And the reason being for that, you know, if it was, and I don't mean to put classifications like it's, you know, medieval times, but if you're like a Roach or a Monty in there and you're in the building and you say, hey, John, you mind if I do 5 minutes on your show? I'm never going to say no. But if you're a comedian who's been doing comedy a year or two and you're quote unquote an open mic comic that gets booked on shows that are bringer shows and things like that, and even if you might be like featuring here and there or hosting here and there, and you ask me to do a spot, I'm most probably going to say no. And it's for one very
balls
simple reason.
to ask. No.
Well, yeah, but it happens.
A lot of people do. A lot of people do.
Yeah.
But the reason why I do it is because the people who were on the show busted their ass, went on social media, promoted the show, did everything they could to get people in the audience, got people in the audience. And now this person, Noel Joel is going to come up and be like, hey, can I get 7 minutes on your show? And they did nothing towards getting it better and whatever. The answer is no.
Yeah.
And again, people think I'm a dick for it, but I don't care. That's how I run my shows. That's
not why they think you're a dick.
It's part of it. Part of it.
It's one of so many reasons.
No, there's other reasons.
There's other reasons.
No, I'm kidding. I love you.
No, that actually makes sense, and that actually
but
sounds fair.
I think it's total balls that anybody would ever expect. And you know, it's funny because like Joe Pontillo, he does the shows down the block from me. I live in Long Beach, and he does shows out of a space near me in Island Park. And he's always like, I know you're down the block. If you ever want to come in, just come down and hang out. And like, it's funny because every time he has a show, I have a show or like a wedding. It's weird. I've never been able to go down. It's right there. But I'm hesitant because I don't ever want to be perceived as the person that shows up and they think you're showing up because you're expecting to get some stage time.
And then even the other comedians like, who does she think she
Why
is?
does she
walking
here?
in?
Right. But I told him, listen, I'll go, but I'm going to go, and I would never, ever even, like if you said to me, here, you want a spot, I would never accept that spot that night unless I was supposed to be on the show, because I just think it's just poor etiquette.
Right.
It's not.
But you'd be surprised how often it does
for
happen.
those reasons, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and I get it. Like, you know, you don't want people to think that you're going for those reasons. I like to go to other people's shows to see how they're produced, to see how well they run, to see what the venue is like, to see what the comedians are like. Not because I'm going. A lot of times I wouldn't even want to go up. Like, you're not in the mood, you're not ready, you're tired, you don't know what you're going to say. I just want to go and laugh and just see.
I turned down James once. He still, that was probably 2 or 3 years ago. He still picks on me sometimes about it. But I'm like, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't even dressed. You know, I'm dressed like I am now. I'm not going on stage just like this. I like plenty of guys do that. I'm not comfortable doing that.
Don't you hate that when guys go up there like slobs?
To each their own. But
and some
I'm
of them
not
go
a
up
big fan
there
of it.
hosting like slobs.
Yeah.
That to me is even worse.
Yes, I'm with you.
There are some etiquettes that need to be followed clothing-wise that are never, ever followed. Like sweatshirt and sweatpants, no.
Yeah.
Backwards hat, absolutely not.
But some guys get away with it. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. Like, some guys can get away with it. Like, I feel like Tom Galati, he's tall and handsome. He wears a backwards hat. He can get away with it. You get Fat Jay, he wears a sweatshirt, big blimping. He gets away with it. There's some people that have a look and
that's
they
his merchandise.
I
That's
know.
always different.
But then you get these guys that they just look like they just don't put any effort into it. And I don't like, I feel like the women do.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I've seen a few lately that don't. But mostly the women do.
That, and speaking of which, that's cool you got Billy Geyer.
You don't make fun of my Billy Bear.
Oh, I'm buzzing. Billy's one of my favorites, man. Billy is.
Don't you think it makes a difference?
No, actually, I do, and I know that. I know James looks for that. He doesn't like guys that are just dressed down. Was it last summer or the summer before that Rob White was in the contest and I think he came in third, and James kept talking about, like, this guy's got the nice presentation. He's in the suit.
He comes in and he basically looks like he's imitating James. Not that he is. I know he does that with the tattoos, and that's his thing.
Right.
But that's why
Rob
James
wears a suit,
appreciates
but
that.
he looks like he's a shoe salesman.
He does. He does. He's so Buster Brown. You're right.
There was a show we did when one of the first shows that Rob wore a suit, probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Billy Geyer was hosting, and Rob goes up on stage, and Billy said one of the funniest things ever. He goes, "Give it up for Rob White, everyone. Does it look like he's selling bad jokes door to door?"
It's exactly why I love Billy Geyer. I mean, only Billy would come up with something like that. So freaking funny. That is great. All right, so
Thank you guys so much for having me on your show. I know you guys have a lot more to do, and I'm wasting your space. So I thank you. If you guys can come out, anyone who's listening, tonight, the Giggle Room, doors at 6, show at 8, surprise headliner. And then tomorrow, also surprise headliner. And tomorrow at McGuire's is 9 o'clock doors, 9:30 show. The great Ivory Fields will be your host.
And Ivory, yeah, that alone, that's a reason to go right there.
I love
Ivory
him.
is fantastic.
He
So-
doesn't like
If you've
taking
never seen
pictures,
Ivory
though, with any of his
Fields
guests.
host the show, it is worth the price of admission. In hosting the show, Ivory makes the event special, and that's why I love having.
So, in govs.com, right? That they get the tickets through Govs, right?
Yeah, you can buy your tickets on govs.com for both shows. And all Aragona shows that I have going forward, you could always buy them right on govs.com. Whether they're at the Giggle Room or McGuire's. And every once in a while, I'll throw a show at the brokerage, but usually it's just the two.
Yeah.
Mr. Butera,
Yes, ma'am.
are you going to be at the Giggle Room in the flesh this evening?
Of course I will.
Okay, because I thought you said you had another show too. So I just want to make
Well,
sure.
I do, but I'll be there after it starts, but I will absolutely be there.
Okay, sounds good. So just touch base so I know who's the headliner.
Of course, you got
I'll
it.
keep it on the wraps.
Thank you guys so much. I
Thank
love
you.
you. You're fantastic, and you guys doing a great job. Thanks.
Thank
Right
you.
back at you, pal.
Thank you.
See you later, buddy. John Butera checking in.
That's exciting. A surprise
Thought he'd never
headliner.
shut up. Yes, well, that is cool.
And I'm going to go online and see what everybody's doing tonight and just make a list like a psycho and just cross them out. Oh, this one's got a show. He's not
Well, he said he was going to send it to you. It sounded to me like he doesn't even have it set yet.
I don't think he knows.
But
So
then he did say he was going to send you a list. But
he wouldn't even tell me who dropped out.
yes, I noticed that.
I
Although
hope it's not Chris.
we'll figure that out.
I have some things I want to talk to him about this evening. I have a mutual chef friend that reached out to me and was like, wait, what's going on? Chris is now doing comedy. I know him as a chef. What? It's like worlds
what?
collided. Yeah, so I want to talk to him about that.
All right, so let's continue guessing. Not that we'll find out if we're right or not.
So what are the choices? It's not going to be Ivory because he would have said that because Ivory is doing the thing with him.
And plus, it's a Friday night. Like, they're all booked
They're all
somewhere.
booked.
So who's he going to
Headliners
get
are
last?
booked on. It's not like it's on a Wednesday night.
So who's he going to get last minute like that?
I don't know. I'm hoping that it's Monty, Ziegler. I know Keegan is booked. I just checked, and Fat Jay is booked
Where is Fat Jay?
in Florida.
Oh, he's in Florida tonight.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I guess Rusiello, who was supposed to go see him in Florida, I guess that's not happening now. Because you got to spend your time with my Diane, you fuck. All right, so it's not Jay.
Maybe Olga will do it.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I was
I've
guessing.
seen her headline in the Giggle Room.
Oh, sure.
I love her.
And that's what I'm thinking. It's probably. I wonder if it's somebody that's going to be on the main stage. Steve Heitner is playing the main stage. That's Banya from Seinfeld.
Wait a minute, what?
Remember Banya from Seinfeld?
His first cousin was my bookkeeper for 100 years.
Well, talk to him
I
tonight.
will. I have a. Hey, I got to talk to you.
That's funny.
And she's going to be in the audience. She always goes to see him.
Well, then you'll see her tonight.
I'll see Diane tonight.
His
How
real
you
name is
doing,
Steve.
Diane? I know.
Don't call him Banya. Call him
No,
Steve.
I won't call him Banya, but I will ask him if soup is a meal.
Yep, absolutely.
And how's your cousin Diane? Is she in the audience? I'm gonna go say hi to her.
I bet you who's ever featuring or ever somebody on that show is going to walk over and headline.
Soup's not a meal, Jerry.
I did my lunch. Let's see what's going on. Let's go.
Oh, I'm so excited! I'm working here tonight. I want to meet him.
Yeah, that's cool. From I heard Chris Monty likes to perform at the Poconos. He wrote Poke a Nose.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Is he making fun of Monty's nose?
Yes. Mohegan Sun smells like shit because he wiped his ass with TP.
Get it?
Mohegan. Scott, with that logic, why not open the doors at 2 p.m.? Well, yeah, why not? Then you can stay and eat all you want. Rosie Falling says from there, I guess she has more in common with Tony's nut than I thought.
Oh, because your nut fell out of you.
Yeah.
Panties.
Scott says doctors need to open up not so doors. Sorry, doors need to open up not so early. I think it makes the audience more restless by the time the show starts. Maybe a smaller menu option for the giggle room for faster service.
The service is super fast.
Oh, the service is good.
Considering the
the whole
size
place.
of that kitchen, for the size
Yes.
of the 2 rooms, and the amount of people ordering food and the options that are there, I am blown away with how this place runs. They never make mistakes. I've never ever been here where I see somebody send something back because they got the wrong thing. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah.
And that Cameron is great.
Cameron's great. They're all great. Carl is great.
I love
Allie.
Carl.
Allie.
Allie's great. And the girls behind the bar.
Lily, yes.
I walk up and they put my drink right down. I don't know how they remember everybody's drink.
And I've said it many times on the show when talking about the staff. You know they're happy because there's hardly ever turnover. Like Lily's been here forever.
They're always
Allie's
looking
been
for
here
help,
forever.
and I'm trying. Like I know they need help because they have the 3 clubs, and they're always looking for
Right.
young people to. And nobody wants to work anymore. But I always have my feelers out to see. And these kids make good money.
Carrie Karavis's daughter works here.
They make good.
Actually, I think her son works here too. Yeah, and yeah, it's the same people.
Pork Chop's little son, Baby
Right.
Lamb Chop, he
Baby
works
Lamb
here.
Chop.
I saw Baby Lamb
Yeah, I
Chop.
haven't seen him yet. I heard he works.
I saw him at McGuire's.
Oh, okay.
So maybe he doesn't work here, but I know his son.
But-
It's nice they kind of. I do that too. I have a lot of mother-daughters over the years that work for me.
The only time people leave, like there was a girl, Katie, who worked here for a long time. She left because she got married, started having kids. You know, that's like the only time people leave. If it's for some kind of personal reason. Nobody's ever left here because this place sucks. James is a dick. Like you've never seen that.
No, it's a fun work environment.
Yeah.
It's fun. People are laughing. They're happy. I did see one thing one time here.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to beat the shit out of somebody at the bar for Andrea. But that woman can handle her own shit.
Andrea puts up with a lot. And she can definitely handle it. I'm scared of her.
And she's kind until she's not.
Yes, she puts up with a lot.
Somebody was here. I want to say it might have been the Louis C.K. night. And they left their Chinese food from, I guess they went out to eat before.
Oh.
And they decided to bring all their
yes,
stinky Chinese food in a
I heard
big
about
bag.
this. Yes.
And they decided to like hide it at the end of the main bar, opposite of where James sits in his little corral. And they left it, and I guess they threw it out. It's this big unmarked bag of Chinese food, and it's been there forever, probably stinky. And the guy came out and was looking for his Chinese food when the show was over, and it was gone. I mean, okay.
What do you expect?
Shit happens. It's Chinese food.
You should have brought it in the first place.
Leave it in the car.
Right. Let
Like
your car
everybody
stink
else.
up.
It was February.
Right.
It's not like it's August.
Right.
This guy was so abusive to the staff.
Mm-hmm.
He was cursing. He was carrying on. They had to get her. She was so nice at first. Like, listen, we're sorry. You know, I mean, this thing's happened. You know, we're not responsible for your stuff.
You didn't ask us to watch it for you. You just left it there.
And it's not like it was her pocketbook or something.
Right.
It's a bag of leftover Chinese food. Get over it.
Right.
This guy was so abusive, and finally, I'm watching.
She let off?
And I'm watching, and my blood pressure's going up, and I'm like, don't get involved. It's not your problem. Don't get involved.
Right.
It's not your problem. Don't get involved. It's not your problem. And I was ready to I wanted to take this guy's head and just go like that on the
Nice
counter.
catch.
He was so abusive to these women. And finally, she just like tossed him out. She just like tossed this little thing, just like.
Oh yeah,
whoop.
she's tougher than most of the people that walk into
But
this
you can
place.
see how it made, like, because I know what that feeling is like when you just, like,
Sure.
you're trying to be professional and
Yep.
you're trying not to be rude. And then finally she just didn't give a shit anymore. She was like, and I was like, wow, all this over Chinese food? This asshole left it on the bar? Like, why are you leaving your Chinese food over there? Why are you
Right.
bringing your Chinese food into government?
Exactly.
I had all these questions.
Right.
But I'm like, you know what? In a way,
all those questions, the one answer, he's a douche.
a total douche. And it made me kind of, in my own way, have this little sense of pleasure that it's not just my job that people act like this.
Yeah, right.
It's not
Yeah.
personal. They act like this at the comedy club. They act like this at the grocery store. They act like this at the bridal shop.
Yep.
You know.
But to respond to Scott's comment, you know, he's saying that the audience is going to get restless and stuff. The doors open at 6 for an 8 o'clock show. You don't have to be there at 6. Like it's not mandatory to the audience. You have to be there at 6 for the 8 o'clock show. You can show up at 7:55. You can show up at 8:05. They'll still bring you in.
Because some people don't like to eat during the show.
Right. Some
they
people
wanna
like
focus.
to settle in, get a good seat.
Some
enjoy
people
a
like to
meal before
talk
the
the
show.
entire show as loudly as they possibly can. And some people like to watch the show.
Right. And yeah, so you have the option of coming in between 6 and 8 to have a meal and just hang out before the show starts. And I personally find it fun because
I highly recommend the mozzarella sticks.
I recommend the burgers.
Really?
Oh, they're fantastic. Oh yeah, I love the burgers and fries here.
I like the fries.
You don't like the burger?
I've never had the burger. You know what? I was
it's
so
great.
hungry one night.
Yeah.
And somebody was hosting. I forget who it was. And when you're hosting, you're here and then you're back and then you're here and then you're
It's
back
hard
and you're
work.
here. So they kept leaving their fries. So I was like, so I just kept going over and like, they're not going to notice if I take a fry.
You said it in between every act.
Every
They're not
time they
gonna
would
notice.
like go up to like introduce the next comic, I'd like take a fry.
They're not going to notice it went from 10 to 3.
And then finally they came up and I was like, by the way, I've been eating your fries. They're like, no shit.
Did you buy them a new basket of
No,
fries?
they were like, I don't really even want them. It's fine. They're cold and like, I was like, yeah, but I didn't ask. They're like, it's fine.
Fremder, wait a minute. Those are glasses. I thought Rosie had caterpillars on her face. What the?
Oh, you should see the ones that I have. They look just like those lantern flies that you're supposed to kill. And I didn't think they did until I wore them to work. And Jenny at work was like, I was like, what? She's like, those glasses. I go, what? She goes, lantern flies. And I can't wear them anymore. Because she's 100% right.
I dig the glasses. Scott says, I nominate Fremder to headline the show.
Oh,
30
boy.
minutes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
30 minutes of one-liners, guaranteed laughs, he says.
Oh, puns. Just puns and one-liners. I like Fremder, but I don't think he...
I'd be interested to see. I'd be interested to see that. I'd be very interested to see how Fremder would do on stage. Not saying I would do it or book him, but I'd be very curious to how he does up there.
Okay.
All right.
I have a French fry story for you.
Oh, I love French fry stories.
So this woman who was involved in the story, she worked for me from the time she was 14.
Oh, wow.
Because her mother worked for us. And I said I had these mother daughters.
Yeah.
And she is the sweetest thing. She works for a hotel chain.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They've been in business since like the early 1950s.
Right.
They have a nice theme of like, the poodle skirts and the old convertible cars.
It's a staple over there in Massapequa.
Absolutely. It gets packed in the summer.
Yeah.
So we get tips from them sometimes.
Okay.
And in the beginning when people start working for us, they get excited, and they spend all their paycheck on it, and then they realize I can't do this all the time. So Amanda in the beginning was like, excited like anybody else. She got her wrap or her burger, and it always comes with fries and a little coleslaw and a pickle slice.
Right.
And I steal people's food. I would never steal the whole meal.
Well, that's big of you.
But I get so busy at work sometimes we don't have time to eat.
Oh.
When the girls have time, they make time to eat, and obviously they're entitled to their time.
Right.
But like I run around and I'm on the phone while I'm like, so I was so hungry, and Amanda was running around busy and she had bought this wrap with French fries and it had a pickle and it smelled so good. All I smelled was the French fries, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. So I opened up the container and I'm like, what is in there? And it was heaven. So I'm like, I can't eat this kid's food. She was like 14. I can't eat this kid's food. So I took one fry. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to eat the pickle. She probably doesn't even like pickles. No one's going to notice. So I ate the pickle. And I closed it up. So now she comes in a half an hour later and she's eating her lunch. And she says... There's a couple of us. She's like, it's so weird. I could have sworn there was a pickle. I'm like, fuck.
It's the best part of the meal.
And I don't know her all that well yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, there usually is. So she's like, yeah, no, it doesn't matter. But like, it's just weird. I'm like, oh, that's weird. So then she's eating the French fries. She's like, and some of these French fries, they taste like pickle. Like as if
Right,
there
like the
was a
juice,
pickle.
yeah.
Like, I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, look, it's like these French fries are like wet. Like these French fries over here must have had a pickle on them. They're like juicy like a pickle. And she's like being Columbo and shit. And I'm like,
Being Columbo.
so I finally turned around like, Amanda, I ate your fucking pickle, okay? And she was like, okay. To this day,
Yeah.
we still send each other like pickle memes.
Right.
The other day, I saw a pickle, and it was pickle. I saw a meme, and it was Christopher Walken,
Okay.
and he's like this, all disheveled. He's like, and it just says something like, the way I look at my burger, the way I look at my platter when there's no pickle with my burger, like, and it's just like all pissed off, like
Right,
mad.
yeah.
And I sent it to her, and she goes, "This shit will never get old." Like, she's like, "I still can't believe that you were lying to me for like 5 minutes, like you were not going to tell me."
Right.
She just kept pressing. Finally, I fucking ate your pickle, Amanda.
Now, and she didn't know? Because it sounds to me like she was trying to bait you into telling the truth.
No, she did not know.
She didn't know.
She did not. She was so confused. I could see it. She was like, but it's just so weird. Like,
Right. So
the fries taste like a pickle. And I'm like, okay.
you take a guy like Joey Cola. Joey Cola does he does this a lot. There are plenty of comedians that do, but he comes to mind. Bill Cosby comes to mind when Bill Cosby was liked. They would take everyday scenarios that we can all relate to and all identify with and have had happen and turn it into a hilarious bit. I really think because you're doing something to a 14-year-old
I
like
know, this kid.
that
Her first
story.
job.
I was already laughing and you didn't even make a bit of it. You were just telling a story.
This poor kid, her first job, her boss is
Right.
sitting there eating
That's
out of her lunch.
I
It's
think there's a
not
bit
right.
there.
It's not right.
Right. Right. Not right at all. And then you lied to the kid. That makes the bit even funnier. I think there's a bit there. I really do. I
was like, I'm gonna take this one to the grave, and then finally I was like, all right, eat your pickle, Amanda, shut up.
So you said only 5 minutes. So like if you worked for the government and were taken hostage, you would not you'd give away all the secrets within seconds.
No. Well, then just get me Swedish fish. I'll tell you whatever you want.
Swedish fish. Well, I have to admit, yeah, give me All American. I'll tell you anything you want.
I love that.
Oh, I love All American.
You know, I drive by there now all the time because our new place,
Right.
I have to go make a left. All Americans on the right. That place is so packed.
Oh, that place is a gold mine.
I cannot get over how busy it is.
And the ice cream next door, which is
not Marvel, Marshall's,
which is some of the best ice cream
Is
you'll
it?
ever
I've
have.
never had
Oh,
that.
it's delicious. But it's all owned by the same family.
Is it?
I'm telling you, those guys must be.
How did
swimming
All
in it.
American not make another location? Even Marvell now has a second spot on the boardwalk.
Oh, do they? Oh, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I often wondered about that myself. Why All American? And not only that with All American, but whoever supplies their burgers. Why didn't anybody else open up a restaurant, say on the North Shore of Long Island, use that same company to get their meat delivery?
I don't know.
It baffles me, really.
You know what I did at All American?
You ate a burger?
I ordered a cup of coffee.
They have coffee at All
That's what
American?
everybody says.
Oh, and they gave you one?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's awful.
Oh, is it?
Oh. And the lids suck. Not only was it the worst cup of coffee I ever had, it was all over my arm, dripping all over my pants. I'm like, this.
Well, you're just supposed to drink it. You're not supposed to pour it all over
The
yourself.
lid didn't,
Oh, the lid.
and I was I didn't want to have a burger and fries, and I was hungry, so I figured it would curb my appetite. And my son is in the back with a quarter pounder with cheese and a vanilla shake, and he's like, ding, 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 ding. And you know what he said to me?
What did he say to you?
And I'm sitting there with this shitty cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck this cup of coffee. And I never throw anything out the window. We were at a light, and I took the coffee, and I just dumped it out the window because it was dripping everywhere. It was driving me bonkers. And I take the lid, I'm pissed off, and I go, Cole, can I please have, if you complain, it's going to be bigger.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I can't believe these words are coming out. My father used to do that. He used to get a soft serve, and I used to say, don't take a bite. And he'd be like, I'm just going to take one bite, Rosalind. Daddy, don't take a bite. Rosalind, the more you complain, the bigger the bite's going to be. And I was like, and he had a big fucking mouth, and I was like, oh! And then I would be like, Daddy, no, and he'd be like, huh? I'm like, so mad. So I'm doing this, and I'm like, I'm channeling Tony. Fuck. So now we're driving. I go, can I have another sip? And he goes, you know what, Mom? I would love to share with you, but I'm going to save you from yourself because I know you're trying to be good.
That's what he said?
Just like that.
Oh, my goodness.
Because I know you're trying to be good. I'm going to save you from yourself.
I'm going to save you from yourself.
And I couldn't argue with him.
Oh, yeah. How do you argue with that
Because
when a 10-year-old says that?
No, because he hears me going, oh, I got to be good.
Right.
I'm trying to be good.
Yep.
I'm going to save you from yourself.
Wow.
And I said, all right, fair enough. And he said, little shit.
Because there's a 7-Eleven right there. That would have been my... No, you
But
can't
then he
have
gets
any.
mad that we have to go
to
that we go to the store, and he's like, "What size?" I'm like, "Husky." He's like, "Oh, what does that mean?" I'm like, "That means all American."
All American makes everything okay.
It's so good. It is so good.
I used to live right there.
And the knishes are good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've never had.
You don't eat knishes.
No. But I'm not going to All American for coffee or knishes. I'm going for a burger. That's why you go there.
But they do have really good knishes with the spicy mustard.
Yes, I've heard that. Yes, I've been told that. And my wife's not a big. She'll eat meat a little bit, not too much. So yeah, she'll All American.
How are you two married?
I'm not really sure.
You only eat meat, and she doesn't eat that much meat.
Yeah, it's true.
That's so bizarre.
Oh yeah, we're not normal people.
We could go out and eat, I have to say, because I'm a carnivore too.
Did you just ask me out on a date?
I did. Let's go get a steak.
Yeah, baby.
Mm-hmm. But I like the potatoes with the cream sauce.
Well, all right. But that's the thing.
You don't even do you eat cream spinach?
No.
Okay. Do you eat sweet potatoes?
Not a big fan. I'll eat them if there's nothing else.
Okay. All right. Sauteed broccoli?
Broccoli, not sauteed.
Not even in garlic and oil?
No.
How about butter?
No.
How about steamed?
Steamed.
Just
I
like
love
plain?
steamed. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's when I went to visit John, because I've talked about it on the show, he hooked me up. A steak, a nice thick steak, a baked potato, boiled, steamed broccoli. That's my ideal
Do you like
meal.
mashed potatoes?
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I'll eat it. French fries, of course, are my absolute
What do you
favorite.
put on your baked potatoes?
I don't put anything.
No butter?
No.
No sour cream?
No.
No chives?
No.
What?
Just eat the baked potato, skin and all. I just eat it the way it
the
is.
skin is fine.
I don't put anything on. The only thing, and this is going to make you laugh, the only thing that I put on, if I have toast, I'll have butter on it. But when I have pancakes, I don't like syrup. So, but what I do like, I pour powdered sugar on a pancake, and I like powdered sugar on pancakes.
You must feel so fancy that you finally can find a fucking condiment that works for you.
It's funny. That's exactly how I do it.
I can't even deal with you. It's so weird.
Yeah, but see, it doesn't get in your way.
No, it doesn't. It's just
right. You guys can eat whatever you want. I'm just doing my thing.
I know. It's just you're missing out.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not. You cook something just right, you don't need any of that stuff. There is nothing better than a nice, good, juicy steak that just came off the grill. You don't need to put anything on it.
I don't understand how people like to put all kinds of sloppy steak sauce on a good steak.
No.
If you're eating Steakums or Hamburger Helper,
oh, see, yeah, I'm not touching that.
That's fine.
Right, but I'm not touching that. Give me.
The other day, somebody got upset with me. They're like, "You put mustard on roast beef sandwiches?" I said, "Yes." They're like, "What's wrong with you?"
Oh, yeah. See, I don't. Yeah, I
love a good
I love
spicy
a nice,
mustard on a
thick roast beef sandwich. Put it in the microwave for a minute so it's a little warm.
But imagine melted provolone on that, and instead of just bread, garlic bread, like a nice toasted, oily.
I'm gonna have hot dogs for lunch today. No mustard, no
ketchup. You like
ketchup.
to just burp up garbage all night?
Yes. And
you
fart.
You don't do sauerkraut on it?
No. Just a hot dog bun and a hot dog. But I have to admit too, hot dogs. Certain hot dogs, like if I go to the supermarket, I'm getting Nathan's, but it says Nathan's has a bunch of different types of hot dogs. When you get Nathan's, it has to say Coney Island hot dogs. If you look at Nathan's, a lot of it doesn't say that. But when it says Coney, those are the good ones.
How about Sabrettes?
Sabrettes are okay, but they're a little
crunchy
and like almost spicy or salty. Nathan's, it has to say Coney Island, and that's the one I get. If I don't see that, I was like, I'll skip hot dogs this week.
I like the one with the, what's the Jewish name?
Hebrew
National.
Right.
Those are good.
Boar's Head hot dogs are pretty
Okay.
good.
But I mean, to me, you get a hot dog with spicy mustard and sauerkraut.
No.
I have one hot dog a summer.
Oh.
That's pretty much it.
Why?
I don't
you're
know.
just trying to take care of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, they're so unhealthy.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
they're like literally like lips, assholes, and who I don't know what else is in there. Like
That's
they
why
said
I
in
eat
the
them.
movie, you know. I started eating turkey hot dogs for a while. They're really gross.
I was gonna say.
They're just, it's not worth it.
I love turkey.
I do love turkey too.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's a meat people don't appreciate or have much respect for.
I don't like turkey sandwiches.
What?
Just turkey right after it's cooked out of the oven, like Thanksgiving, like a nice big meal.
Yeah, I like
pile
going
of
to like
turkey.
Ben's Deli and getting the fresh turkey.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, but give me like, I don't know, half pound of turkey or something. Not a turkey sandwich. I don't know, something about a turkey sandwich I don't like.
Do you like pickles?
No. It's more for you.
Oh my God.
Yes, Cameron?
Impossible. Impossible. See, Cameron's here already. The doors are only supposed to open up at 6. He's here already.
Oh, he's probably been here. He gets here almost. I get here around 9:30, 10 every day. He usually gets here a few minutes after me. He's here every day.
He's a good egg.
He's great. He's great. Because Ange is super busy, so they must have offered him something. So yeah, she's only been maybe not even a year yet that he's been.
She's
here.
a grandmother.
Yes. I did the same thing when she told me.
When she told me that, I was like, no, you're not.
I did the same thing. I said, "You're a
I
grandmother."
said, you're one hot grandma.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. She's got plenty of hotness.
She cleans up real well.
Yes, she does.
Because when you see her like running around in that little black outfit, all pissed off sometimes, you're like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But then she comes in glammed up sometimes, and you're like, who's that?
Yep. Oh, even like during the day here, she'll have jeans on and a shirt, and her hair's down.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like, hey.
Yeah, she's very attractive.
And
but
she's got a great freaking smile.
she does, and
Yep.
she's like got nice girls. Like I like
Yeah.
her very much.
And she is a huge Islander fan.
No, that's a problem.
Well, yeah, but I love girls that are into sports. I just love that.
I'm just kidding.
No, well, you said it, not me. You're the one in trouble. I love girls that are into sports. I love that. Let's see. All right. Let's get back to comments.
Oh, all right.
All right. So, from there, I thought I saw Bosie's name. Just turn on the news. It says from there, 1 million ants robbed a Chinese restaurant dressed
boy.
as white rice. From there, a constipated comedian gets a ring around the Rosie.
That's Fremder, and you
Yeah,
want
that's
him to
Fremder.
headline, really?
I didn't say headline. Just go on stage.
No, you actually said headline.
Did I say headline?
You did.
I didn't mean that. I just want to see him on stage and see how he does with his bad one-liners. I want to see how he does on stage. And it doesn't even have to be that long. Maybe I'm good. You know what? I might do that. I might give him 5 minutes on a show that I'm doing.
Who? Him?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
5 is good.
5 is good?
Yeah.
All right, I just might do that.
5 is good.
Stand-up, apparently Rosie Fiumara doesn't think I'd be good at it. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what she's saying. Christopher Walken, I guess the opposite of that would be Christopher Reeve. Oh, that's terrible.
That's terrible. That poor man.
Terrible.
Superman taken down by a horse.
Yep.
That was really heartbreaking.
Oh, did you watch the documentary?
No, I don't think I would want to.
Oh,
I really
okay,
don't.
never mind.
I found that, and his wife stood by him,
And then she died like a year or two later.
and his poor children. It just
Right.
was such a
Yep.
tragic thing.
I'm in the middle of watching. There's this new. It's a 3-part documentary that came out about how they caught Bin Laden.
Oh.
It's
In
tough.
that war room.
Yeah.
Where they were sitting there with like Hillary Clinton.
Oh, the look on her face
Isn't it
always gets
wild?
me. Yeah.
It's something. Those
Yep.
I've only seen like the still images, but it's
Right.
really something.
There's parts of this documentary that is sad because there's a lot of 9/11 footage. It's also a little. It's sad too because they're former authorities, American authorities that were involved, and they explain things certain tactics they had to use to get certain people to talk. And it's
I can only imagine.
Yeah, it's sad that it has to come to that, but it happens.
Well, there's a lot of casualties on both ends that are.
Well, absolutely. Right. It had to be done, no doubt.
Yeah, of course.
It's just sad that it has to be done. So Rosie said she's actually hoping you'll be here tonight.
Why tonight? What did I miss?
Well, she's performing tonight here in the gig room.
Oh.
Ow!
I'll see what I can do with my schedule. I'm sorry. I just what do you call the place in Long Beach? What's that ice cream place called?
Marvel.
Right. Okay. And then the comic book movies. What do you call that?
Marvel.
It's spelled the same way.
I know.
When you go, like I go to Target.
I do. And then I shoot a target. No,
Shoot at
Target.
I don't know. I saw that ice cream place. I called it Marvel. I don't know why you had to get fancy with it, all you Long Beach people. Oh no, it's Marvel.
I don't know. That's just what we. I've been there 25 years now, and it's always been Marvel.
And this has been a problem for you, Jeff Bosé?
It is. It's a huge problem for me. It's because it's like, no, it's the knockoff of Carvel.
Well, I think what happened was it maybe was a Carvel, and then the owner wanted it to be.
It was a Carvel at one time,
And then I think he went private, and they changed it. Now, I asked you the last time we spoke on the phone, I actually had this conversation with you, but about your name. I said, are you Jeff Bossy, Bozy, or like Boss? Like, because I don't want to get it wrong.
The only thing that matters.
I hesitate.
The only thing that matters is what James said. And I had a conversation. I said, I tried to correct him. I said, my name is Fosi. And he looked at me and stopped and paused and said, no, I like Bossy better.
He does. He calls him that all the time. Hey, get Bossy on the phone.
And I'm sitting there going like, okay, fine, my name is Bossy. I'm going to correct everybody else, including my grandparents.
Well, all right, but let's let's put it all out there then. What's today is Friday, so what's tomorrow and Sunday?
The weekend.
You hear that?
Did you just say the weekend?
Yeah, the weekend.
Oh my God, I love you. It's the weekend, like that man that was formerly the Weekend, and now he's performing as his name or something.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
And still nobody cares.
Right, exactly. Worst Super Bowl, worst halftime show
Oh my
ever.
God, when he walked
Ever.
around like the
In
fun
mirrors?
house in
Yeah,
the mirrors, I was
exactly.
like, did somebody pull this little shit off the stage?
Well, yeah, you know who we're talking about, right, Jeff?
The Weekend.
The Weekend.
The weekend. Yeah. Yeah, the weekend. Yeah, I like this music.
Of course you do.
So, yeah, that is almost like blasphemy down there in Long Beach to call it Marvel. You can't do that.
Why? It's spelled the same way. Who came out first? Stan Lee, who's dead, or the ice cream place?
Well, Stan Lee, I mean, the man was like 114 when he died. He's like older than Methuselah.
That's right.
I mean, like he'll just go up there and go, Excelsior.
Did you just have an accident? What was that?
No, I hit a bump. I said Excelsior.
Oh.
Excelsior. Well, I mean, there's lots of things. But if we don't call you Bozy, then we can't have our joke about getting married where my name is Rosie Bozy.
Bozy.
We're going to get married and I'm going to be Rosie Bozy.
And then we'll have David Lee Roth sing at our what do you call it? And then he'll go, Bozy bop, pretty bop.
That's going to be some wedding.
He would not. Jeff wouldn't know what to do with you. He couldn't handle
And
you.
then we'll have Keegan jump out of the cake.
Oh, that's Jeff's.
Yeah.
That's his bachelor party.
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
right there.
Yep. Keegan tried to deny that you guys were making out in the gig room that night, and that's why I texted you that night, and you verified it. So yeah, we were all over that. That was one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God,
But
and
what
Mark loved every moment of that.
But what about the time the other day where your head was between my legs and I rubbed your bald head?
I think kissing Keegan was actually worse.
But you were in my happy place.
You're just in my vicinity, and that's a happy place for me, honey.
Oh, you do love me. Quickly, Rosie, shave his head again.
He does have a little scratch.
Yeah, I am due for it. Yes, I am due for a shaving.
All right, pumpkin. to do and people to see, or vice versa.
Visa
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, just exactly.
I didn't know what you were trying to
Vice
do there.
versa.
Sorry. All right, well, come down and see Rosie tonight.
Come
She wants
down
to
and
see
hang
you.
out. I'm hosting. I'm gonna need a little
Everybody come down and see Rosie tonight. It's going to be spectacular.
It's gonna be spectacular.
Hi. Jeff Bosey checking in. All right, before we go, which I'm shocked it went fast. I'm surprised it's time to go already. And we don't have to talk about this if you don't want to. Why? But can I ask why you're not here next week?
I am going to Cancun with some of my girlfriends to just get out of Dodge for 3 nights.
How many girls?
3 of us. Well, me and 3.
Oh, that's so hot.
From the gym.
From the gym. You guys have been looking at each other, getting all sweaty in the gym. Now you're going to go act out on these things.
Well, it's going to be a lot of like health and wellness and meditation, and I need it.
Oh.
I was also given a script from somebody.
A script? What do you mean?
A script. A movie script.
Oh.
I'm not at liberty to talk about any of it, but I have to read it, and I have to learn a little bit of it, and I'm going to do that while I'm there. Because I haven't had opportunity I haven't had any opportunity to even really delve into it, and I want to read it and I want to learn it, because then late in the summer I'm going to audition for a part and see what happens.
I'm not connected to this. Am
No.
I? Oh, all right. Because
has nothing to do with anybody comedic or anything related to governors or anything, anybody that I've met through comedy at all.
Me and Don,
No,
we've been talking about you.
Don.
We have a role for you.
Oh, I would love that. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I mean, somebody that reached out to me online, and
how did this person find you? You said it's not comedy related.
No, but
so.
I guess through mutual, connections of people.
Oh, okay. So there is some kind of connection.
Some kind of connection
Oh, okay.
through, me having more followers because of the show and because of comedy. Reached out to me and has not been a creep, which is refreshing, and is genuine.
still time.
And he is an actor himself, with actual roles and HBO shows, and
Ron Howard.
No. Credible roles.
Mel Gibson.
Not like leading, he's not Mel Gibson, but he does have, supporting roles in big shows.
Peter Falk. He's dead.
Isn't that Columbo?
Yeah.
He's like, I'll find this.
Pardon me for asking.
But has anybody seen my eyeball? So I'm, look, it's a long shot. But it's an opportunity, and I'm going to try my damnedest. So I'm going to read this thing while I'm there, dedicate a little time to that, to some margaritas and some street tacos, a little bit of sun, and just kind of...
Cancunian men.
Cancunian men.
Are they called Cancunian?
I love the Mexican people. Oh. My parents had a home in Mexico for about 8 years.
Oh, wow.
Which after my father's passing, we sold it because it was a lot of responsibility and it made my mother very anxious.
Sure.
In hindsight, I kind of wish we maybe would have kept it, but it was a lot of work. And I don't like to have to go to the same place all the time. I like variety. But I do miss Mexico. I do love Mexico. I love the heat. I love the people. Am I interested in Mexican men per se? No. Not necessarily. They're not my type. Oh. Not as like by and large, but they're a little small.
What's your type? Bald, bearded men?
Bald, bearded men, one-legged specifically.
I know.
Have to be a Met fan and be very picky with food. I mean, if they like sauerkraut and creams and shit, they're out. How could you deal with that?
Great answer. Well, I'm going to miss you next week, but I hope you have a fantastic time.
Thank you.
And I want to see all the pictures and videos, even the one with clothes. All right, it is. It's time for us to go. Wow, sorry, there's a lot of comments I didn't get to. Sorry about that. I do want to mention. I want to remind you. Sunday we're doing a bonus show. Sunday at 11. What are they called? I have it here somewhere. Argonaut Studios. Argonaut. N-A.
Let's call that Geoff Boosie and ask him how to pronounce that word.
Ask them before the weekend is over.
The weekend.
Argonaut Studios, they're coming in Sunday. They want to promote their studio and promote a film that they're working on. Greg Halverson, who's been in here a few times with me, he's a great actor in the local scene. He's a part of it. He'll be here. So that's Sunday at 11. And then, of course, Jeff will be with me on Monday. Tyler is still in Italy, so he will not be with us on Monday.
Oh, they have a home there, right?
That is correct, yes.
Lucky bastard.
Now, this Tuesday, I think it's happening. Last I heard it was happening. Chris Roach, Tuesday night at 7, Chris Roach will be debuting his podcast here on Gov's Comedy Club podcast.
What?
Tuesday night at 7. I don't know if it's a one-time thing. I don't know if it's every week, every other week, once every 6 months. I don't know the name of it. I don't know who's coming in with him. I know nothing other than he asked me about 2 weeks ago, how's Tuesdays at 7? I go, yeah, that's open. He goes, I'm finally ready to do a podcast. I've been bugging him for a few years about doing it. He's done a few in the past.
How convenient. I'm off on Tuesday nights.
How do you like that, Chris? But I have not heard from him since we booked the date. So I'm assuming he's still coming in. Who knows? And I'm going to try and get him in here Monday to tell us what's going on.
Okay.
So we'll work on that. All that. Also, all 3 clubs tonight. Tonight only as of right now. Anyway, you go on govs.com. They ask you for a promo code. You type in Free Friday 16, all one word. Free Friday 16. That'll get you free admittance into all 3 shows in the main clubs this weekend. Tonight.
Not the giggle room, though.
Not right.
Just the main room.
Right. The main room in Levittown, the brokerage in Belmore, and McGuire's in Bohemia. And that doesn't include the open mic at the brokerage that for the late show tonight. That just include that.
Banya.
We're talking about Banya. We're talking about Carol Montgomery, who's playing at McGuire's, and we're talking about Mike Fenoya, who's playing at the brokerage. Those 3 shows.
That's
tonight.
exciting.
Yeah, I think that's a great deal.
Yeah, so
there.
come on down, and all you have to do is buy an order of mozzarella sticks and 1 vodka soda, and you're in.
That's it. That is it. Also playing Governors this weekend, some of the names you'll see on the Governor stage, like we said, Steve Heitner, Peter Anthony, Lou Pratz, Rosie Fiumara tonight. This Sunday, Tom Kelly is playing headline in the Giggle Room. Like I said, there's an open mic. Ivory Fields is out at McGuire's. Go to govs.com and make your reservations to some great comedy shows. And like I said, Sunday at 11, I'll be in here. But I think Sunday night, Don and I are working on coming back to do Live from the Green Room.
And
Sunday
he
night.
is lovely.
Don? Don is the best.
Oh, my God. He is like a teddy bear. How could you not love that guy?
I do love that
There's
guy.
just some, some people just have that like aura where he's just like a, he's just, first of all, he's adorable. He's so cute.
Oh.
Second of all, he's just got this aura about him that's just this genuinely kind, but he's also funny.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
But not like too nice where you're like,
right.
I love him.
He's just down to earth. And
everybody I talk to about him
loves him.
They love him.
Everybody loves him.
Everybody loves him.
Yep.
He's such a nice guy.
Never heard a single bad word about, well, I've heard one bad thing about him, but the person that said it was not credible.
No, they're just a dick.
Yeah, pretty much. Don is my wife's cousin. That's my connection. So I've known Don since I was in my mid-20s.
He's a great...
and it's always been awesome.
He's just a great person to be around. I mean,
Yep.
I don't know him that well, so I can't say he's a great person, but he's a great person to be around.
Well, you will know him.
From my experience.
We have a part for you in the new Comic Sans that we're
I don't
making.
do nude scenes.
Then never mind.
Okay, figured. I just wanted to let you know in advance.
What if it meant me and or Don
Because I read
Wilson
about
knew?
your son having to do the shirtless scene, and I was like, this is a setup.
No, I was there. Believe me, that would, yeah. That was actually Don that talked him into doing that, which makes it even weirder.
There you go.
And yeah, you actually, speaking of adorable, you called my son adorable before.
Your son is adorable.
Thanks.
And it's funny because I saw this Zach Walker, and I'm like, he's related to somebody. And then I'm like, it can't be Rich Walker because I know his son.
Oh.
And how could he have an adorable son? No, I'm kidding.
Well, it's true.
I'm kidding. But he also is Walkenstein. Get me the papers.
Oh, I have to reach out to Rich Walker. I heard through the grapevine he got his gig at White Post Farms back.
He is there. He's been there like all week, I heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard, that he just he got like a full-time job there performing, which is because he's been out of there for like 4 or 5 years. and that was kind of a sudden, unexpected thing.
Yeah.
So, because I worked there, so I was.
So you know the giraffe with the big black tongue?
Oh yeah, I have tons of pictures with him and stuff. Oh yeah. You have to come visit. I'll get you and your son in for free.
Oh, I would love that.
The
'cause
fall
it's a
festival.
fortune to get
yes,
in there.
Yes, it is. The fall festival. I worked
and then
there.
you got to buy the extra coin to ride the freaking pony. Well, now
Yes.
he's too big to ride the pony. I told you he's wearing husky clothes. I don't want to
True.
do that to the pony.
Well, you can still walk around and buy expensive food, but
Expensive cider
yes.
donuts and pumpkins.
Yes,
but it is a nice day.
it is a great day, and it's a fun place.
Oh, I would love to come see you guys
Okay.
there.
Yeah, I host the fall festival every.
I saw the old
September to
pictures of
October.
him and Monty dressed like special people with these outfits on.
Yes.
Like, I can't even imagine.
That was actually the first time I ever saw Chris Roach, because he worked there running a game show, and I tease him about it all the time. Forgive me, I've told this story a million times. I was working there, and I had a break. So they have all sorts of entertainment, so I like to go check out all
What
the different
years
things.
was this going on that you did?
Well, when I saw Roach was 2012. And he, I worked there one season, 2012. Then I went back in 2018, and I've been back there ever since. I'm still working there. But yeah, 2012, first time I ever saw Roach. He's hosting a game show, and he was drunk off his ass.
That's amazing.
All right, let's get some more kids up here. And he usually when you do something like there'd be some music, he was just standing there going, all right, let's get some more kids.
I'm picturing like an Adam Sandler movie.
Kind of like that, yes. And I'm standing there with a buddy of mine, and I'm just watching this guy. He's just
And he's so small. How could you miss him?
Well, yeah. He was towering
All
over these
6
children.
foot, like 8 of him.
And he was just like, it looked like he was winging it, and I was laughing my ass. I'm like, who is this guy? And then never saw him again until here when I started working here. I was like, holy shit, that's the guy. And I even said to him, I said, you were so drunk at White Post. He goes, oh, yeah, I was totally lit out of my head. I was like, yes, perfect. Love him. So Tuesday at 7, who knows what we're doing, but he'll be here.
Well, I'm tuning in for that.
Tonight at 8 o'clock, Donversations with Don. He is talking to, they're called the Fake Lighters. I don't know if they're comedy, music. I have no idea, but that's what they're called. That's tonight at 8. And then that's it until Sunday morning at 11. And don't forget tonight, come see Rosie. Even if you're just coming for Rosie, just come for that reason, because that's good enough reason as it is.
Aww.
There you go. Have a great time, baby.
Have a good
all right.
weekend.
Have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see you guys. Have a good weekend.